श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। 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 श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। 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 श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे
गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतान शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सेदसादनम्। ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्ये नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिण यो गुरु स शिवः प्रोक्तः यः शिवः स गुरुः स्मृतः विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतल्पः सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः यं प्रव्रजन्तम् अनुपेतम् अपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातराजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तर्वोऽभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि यस्वानुभावम् अखिलश्रुतिसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपम् अतितितीर्षतान्तमोऽन्धम् संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुम् उपयामि गुरुं मुनीनां नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रे नमो किञ्चनवित्ताय निवृत्तगुणवृत्तये आत्मारामाय शान्ताय कैवल्यपतये नमः कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः गोविन्द श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे कृष्ण श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ श्री कृष्ण गोविंद 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 Shri Krishna Govinda, Shri Krishna Govinda, Shri Krishna Govinda, Shri Krishna Govinda, Hare Murare. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva, 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 He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda, Hare Murare. Shri Krishna He Nath Narayan Vasudeva, He Nath Narayan Vasudeva, He Nath Narayan Vasudeva, He Nath Narayan He Nath Narayan Vasudeva, He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda, Hare Murare. Shri Krishna Govinda, Hare Murare. Shri Krishna Govinda, Hare Murare. Shri Krishna Govinda, Hare Murare, Hare Murare, Hare Murare. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva, He Nath Narayan Vasudeva, He Nath Narayan He Nath Narayan Vasudeva, He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda, 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 Hare Murare. Shri Krishna Govinda, He Nath Narayan Vasudeva, He Nath Narayan वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। बोलिए श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव। हरि ओम। There are two things in life. One is we pay for what we have done. Other is we reap for what we have done. Paying is for something not right that you have done. That is called I am paying for that. And reaping is I do something good and I am reaping the benefit of that. These two words you must be knowing. When a person does dharma, so from the dharma he reaps the conducive situation as well as a quiet mind. And when I do adharma, I pay for that adharma in the form of uncontrolled mind and uncontrolled situation or the non-conducive situation, as I mentioned yesterday. One life you see, but this is just one of the links in all my lives. Therefore, in any situation, Mahabharata says one should not leave the dharma. Dharma means, dharma क्या है? श्रुति स्मृति सदाचारा स्वस्य च प्रियमात्मनः सम्यक संकल्पजम कामम धर्ममूलम idam smritam. So, what is said in the scriptures, Shruti, then what is said in the Smriti, Shruti, Smriti, then what great people have done, third. Fourth, what is your inner conscience, and fifth, what is the right desire. This is from Manusmriti. So, the shlok comes in Manusmriti. So, if a person is he has to live the life, and living the life means facing the situation and facing your instinctive first response, because you are responding as per you have done in the past. You have not come alone, you have come with two bags. One is the bag of your prarabdha, other is the bag of your vasana. It can be good, it can be bad also. And dharma, if you have dharma, then that bag you don't have to carry your prarabdha. Prarabdha carries you. This is a musical desk. So, no, continue. So, One is when you carrying the situation, other situation. You continue, you write. Other is situation carrying you. What is the difference between the two? When you carry the situation, you are tired of some person, you are tired of a situation, you are fed up of it. And when situations carry you, you don't feel that I have to carry anything. Everything is happening very quietly. I don't have to, nothing is a load. So when you have done dharma, you get a situation which ushers you to new opportunity, new avenues. And when you carry a situation, so you feel, I did not get opportunities. You are tired of the whole world. So therefore, my point is that please follow the path of dharma, even if you have to embrace death. This is said in Mahabharata. At least after death I'll get a swarga, or I'll get a better situation. If you don't follow dharma, you may live, but you will be dying living. Your life will be more a dying life. It is better to die once for the dharma only. And this you will see in the present. Today will be the last class of the 9th canto. So let us hope so. So I can't promise, but I'll try. If you remember yesterday, Shakuntala was the daughter of Menka and Vishwamitra, and she met Dushyant. So Dushyant saw, and she, being a daughter of Menka, she had a beauty par excellence, and being the daughter of Vishwamitra, she had a very ripe and good intellect. So she had a combination of beauty and brain. So Menka, this was like that. Shakuntala was like that. She offered. So when she offered to come in Kalidas's Abhiyan Shakuntalam, he has written. So they were talking in the midst of the forest. It's not written here. Kalidas has written that. But certain things I'll say, we'll like to hear that. Both are unmarried. He was also unmarried, Dushyant, and Shakuntala is also unmarried. So, I'll just quote one line. There, Dushyant, I think, he says, I think we should not talk like this because we are unmarried. Let us go in the house and talk in front of your pastor father. And then he went and talked there. Just a point of dharma. तो कितने लोग धर्म के कॉन्शियस होते हैं. And then he said, Dushyant, he said, your manners and your demeanor is something I have not seen like that. But it is indicative of something else. It is indicating of something else. And what is that? Because you are from the royal blood, therefore you will choose your own groom. And it is indicating that you have chosen me. Swayam hi vrlte ragyam kanyaka sadrisham varam. 15 shlok, second line. The 20th chapter. So he said, Dekha, Swayam hi vrlte ragyam kanyaka sadrisham varam. And they choose because they are apt. Let me tell you, in Bhagavad, hardly there is any arranged marriage. Most of the marriages are where the girl chooses the boy, not the boy side. including Bhagwan Krishna's marriage. In Bhagwan Krishna's almost all marriage, they only had chosen Bhagwan. Bhagwan didn't choose like that. I'm not giving any clue or signal. Don't read too much, but I'm just giving what is said. So, he said, okay, let's marry now. अब वहाँ कहाँ इनके तो घर कहीं और ही था. He was living somewhere else. He was a king and she was in the forest. He said, never mind, we will have vivah. Gandhar vivah they had. They were tied in the क्या बोलते हैं? Nuptial, not nutshell. So Gandhar vidina Raja. देखो, Shukdev ji is so careful. He is very particular. He said this king Dushyant, he knew what is dharma, desh, kal, vidhan, vit. See, second line, 16 shlok. 20th chapter, 16 shlok. 9.20.16. मिल गया? 16 shlok. He said, I know what is dharma. I don't see anything wrong in marrying you. I don't see anything wrong in marrying you. Tell me why. Can you guess why? Can you guess why? कोई guess ही नहीं कर रहा है. Any guess? No guess. No guess. कोई guess ही नहीं कर रहा. He said, I know that you are a person of great character and great beauty and eminent, your mind is there. And I also belong to a great clan. If we will have a child, he'll be somebody who will be par excellence, better than us. This was the biggest agenda of marriage, is to do tapasya before having a child, so that he can bring some great soul who can serve the dharma and serve the country, people. Remember Kapil Rishi, Kardam Rishi had married Devhuti, and before that he did austerity. So he said, we will have child. The marriage हुई, child की बात planning हो गई इनकी. This is all happening within 24 hours. How fast they are. Anyway, and after that, one day and one night he left. Dushyant left for his kingdom, leaving her side. But she was carrying now. एक उसने जो भगवान की क्रिया है सब. I told, they are not ordinary people. They are Devatulya people. Don't read from your mind. So he went away, and Shakuntala had a son now. Now his Rishi, Kanva Rishi, did all samskar, jat karm sanskar. And he was such a great boy. Who? This son of Dushyant and Shakuntala. His name was Bharat. At the age of 5 and 4, he used to hold many kings with their ear. He was so brave because he was Amsha avatar. Harehe Amsha, Harehe Amshamsha Sambhutam, 19 shlok se. And he was tremendous power he had. Tremendous power. 5-year-old, 5 years old, even if you are brave king, you can't fight with the tiger. Tiger and lion are most difficult to conquer. Because tiger has two things. It is having lot of force, and second, it is very agile, very swift. Elephant has lot of power, but it is not swift. And therefore elephant is not that powerful in killing as the tiger and lion is there, and leopard is there, especially tiger. So Shakuntala and her son, they said, let us go to your father Dushyant. गए, पता नहीं छोड़ के क्यों गए थे, ले जाना चाहिए था साथ. Anyway, कुछ होगा बात. So he went. Actually, a very long story is there. Very short, I am telling. Very long story is there about Shakuntala at various places. Quite interesting also. So she met Dushyant, and Dushyant saw, he said like that. He said, I am Shakuntala, your wife, he is your son. He didn't like. I don't recognize you. Something happened, he forgot. They say he had given a ring, and Shakuntala was taking bath in the river, and the ring fell down, so that with the ring only he could recognize. He said, I don't remember meeting you. Then Devtas give Akashvani. ये अच्छा है आकाशवाणी हो जाती तो पहले. Nowadays Devtas are very silent. If they can do Akashvani anyway. He said, हे दुष्यंत, ये शकुंतला तुम्हारी पत्नी है और ये भरत तुम्हारा पुत्र है. पुत्र के उत्पादन में पिता का ही सबसे बड़ा योगदान होता है. माता तो केवल उस पुत्र की धारिका होती है. इसका तिरस्कार न करो. Very interesting, sir. The videos are very interesting. He said, Bharasva putram dushyanta ma avamastha shakuntalam. Ma avamastha. Don't do this. They say, somewhere it is written that he didn't recognize. And they both went away. And they went away, and again they came back to the same forest where they were. So one day Dushyant was crossing that forest, and then he saw that one 5-6-year-old boy is holding six tigers and beating them and holding a tiger like this. Then he said, whose son you are? Then he told the name of his father and mother. Then he recognized. But here it is said that you are the father, and he accepted after that. In that he took away after that episode. Here he took away. Some interesting twist has to be there, then the story is there. Supposing you say he married, bas ho gaya, to kya maja aayega? So, kuch to usme kuch hona chahiye, twist and turn. So, now this Dushyant, this Bharat, they say in his name Bharat came also. There are 2-3 versions of Bharat, one is this. He was not an ordinary person. He became a great king. This is the purpose of marriage. And in his right hand was a chakra. And in his feet was the kamal. This is some auspicious signs are there. That if you have chakra in your feet, you can check. Then we'll find out whether you are avatar or not. So after that we'll give you due place. Chances are less. So chakra is there and the lotus are there. So they said like that. It is there. So sometimes it is there. He was very great. Tell me why he was great. Because not only was a great ruler, from his past he had a very great valor and very great nature he had. And very beautiful situation he had. If you have done very good actions and lot of dharma in the past, your situation is very big. You have a very big authority. You are the possessor of a very big authority. So he was a possessor of the whole earth. And not only that, he was highly dharmic also. If somebody has done good actions in the past, that means he has done a lot of sacrifice in the past. Simple equation. Dharma cannot be done without sacrificing. So he sacrificed a lot. From Ganga Sagar, you know, Ganga Sagar is near Kolkata, and Ganga Sagar to Gomukh, he did Ashwamedh Yagna, 55 Yagna. Similarly, near Yamuna, that also he did 78 Ashwamedh Yagna. And he gave lot of charity. India was very rich. Lot of charity. The very purpose of having power is to distribute it. Power is not for intelligence, power is for seva. He had, therefore he could distribute that power, distribute that wealth. And to each Brahmin, he gave cows during this. And the number of cows was 13,000. Number is written. And total 133 yagna. Everybody was struck. In other words, he had lot of dharma and lot of upasana in him. The king should be such who should be doing the right thing and also propitiating the God a lot. So he was a very well-known king, and from his clan only the future Kauravas and all these people are going to come. Great kingdom. He ruled about 27,000 years, they say. Such a long tenure he had. इतना बड़े राजा हो गए. He was invincible because of his dharma and upasana. He did right thing and he pleased the God a lot. And all these saints, etc., were very happy with him. Brahmins were happy. Everybody blessed him a lot. Batao, this was the purpose of Shakuntala and Dushyant. This was, therefore, I was telling. So that the Vishwamitra, the austerity of Vishwamitra and upasana of Vishwamitra had come in him. Vishwamitra was his Nana, and Menka was his Nani. And Dushyant was a father, also a great king, so he had the best of all, as I said in the earlier. And he laid the foundation of a very prosperous and very righteous and religious India. You set a tradition, you set a legacy. Extremely, you can say, dear to people. But the best has yet to come. Tell me what is the best in him. 33rd shlok, please take it. Sasamrad lokapalakhyam aishwaryam madhirat shriyam chakram chas khalitam pranan mrshayati upararamaha. You got it? See, Samrat, he is emperor. Lokpalakhyam. Even everybody was stunned to see his valor. And nobody could challenge him in his kingdom. Cha askhalitam. And his life, he ultimately decided all is useless and false. Mrisha iti upararamaha. Underline that. Last. Mrisha. Mrisha means false. It is all false. He left everything. देख रहे हो? This is the conclusion of Dharma and Upasana. If you are doing right action, you will develop more sense of renunciation, more sacrifice, more maturity. And your power to give up will be more than earlier. And ultimately you will find that there is no joy here. Everything was bekar tha sab. The faster you realize, better it is. It's a false glitter here. There is no joy, there is no depth, there is no rus, there is no relation, there is no belief. You don't know who will leave you at what time. You don't know who will say what. You don't know who will do what. Nearest people become enemies sometimes. Farthest become closer. You will not know all these things. Mrisha iti upararamaha. भगवान भी खूब दिखाते हैं. He also shows his लीला. Will you trust a lot? अब हम इसी से तुमको मरवाएंगे. देखो, this is you trust. देखो, I'll see that. What was your trust? Then you will get some mail. क्या प्यार है भाई? हमें लगता है क्या है यार? क्या है? You give time, you give energy, you give your everything. You got this. Input is this, output is this. Input is this. आपने दिया ये सब, निकला ये. And it is not with any specific relation. With your close, near, dear family, friend, people, everywhere you see the same thing. Mother, father, child. सब जगह देख लेना आप. And you will realize only one thing. This world was not worth giving attention and time to. I wasted most of the time with these people. I shouldn't have wasted. People is inside something, outside something. Do you think though there is some who praise, really they mean the praise? They don't mean the praise many times. Do you think those who do namaskar really do namaskar with their heart? No. They may be angry inside and doing namaskar outside. So वैसे ही है यहाँ पे. And maybe he is very happy today, you don't know when he will get upset tomorrow. कुछ भी यहाँ सच नहीं है. मृषा इति उप्ररामः. Do you think when you will need somebody will be there, that person will be there? He may not be there at all. As much as people can extract from you, they will extract from you. Because you are a milking cow. You know, in India, when the cow is giving milk, they nourish, they give order. When the cow stops, they take her out. And the cow is roaming on the road now. Then the butcher will take the cow. Similarly, your capacity is there. Therefore, people are with you. They are saying namaste, namaste, because you are giving something. The moment you stop giving, you see the most nears and dears leave most of the time. And those people who are serving, I have seen the people on the deathbed, their sons are saying that how much I can serve. Bhagwan should take him away. Sons and daughters alike. Okay? For whom he slogged for 30-40 years to get their education, etc. So, झूठ है यहाँ पे. The love, the glitter, the honor, all these are the money. Itna kuch tha. He said, let me give my time in contemplation and meditation of the God and know the self and revel in it. And he went and left everything. And therefore I said he exceeded his mother and father. About Dushyant it is not written whether he did like that, but he scored high in everything. Anyway, so this was the story about, I wanted to touch Bharat's story from Bharatvarsh has come. Remember, Puru was there. This is all the Puru's clan was going on. Puru was the son of Yayati and Sharmishta. बोले भाई don't confuse with name पूरी हमें पता नहीं है यहाँ I only know Puri. Puri is there, it is fine. Puri is not made since many days. पूरी बनी क्या? बात हो रही थी क्या? अच्छा भाई. In this kingdom, there was one in his clan. बहुत लंबा list है भाई. कहो तो हम बोल दें. Lot of big list is. His son is this. His son is this. His son is this. His son is this. 20 generation is mentioned. How much? Therefore, Puranas can be written by omniscient Bhagwan only. He was Vedas. Otherwise, who will know 20 generation? We don't know third generation. Grandfather's father we don't know. तुमको पता है grandfather's father? Grandfather's father. अच्छा चलो बाद में बताना. तो so in that clan there was one Kuru Vansh from that Kaurav has come. From the Puru is going on. Puru's legacy there is one king called Kuru. In Kuru there is another king in his legacy called Prateep. Not Pradeep. Prateep. Prateep had 3 sons. One was Devapi, other was Shantanu, and third was Balik. Devapi left everything and went to the forest without telling anything. Second son was Shantanu. Have you heard his name? Shantanu? Kaun? Huh? No, Shantanu from Kaurav's house, same Shantanu. You know why his name was Shantanu? Anybody he touched with his hand, Shantanuti, from old he became young. I'm not saying, see, this is the 22nd chapter and this is 13 shlok. Yam yam karabhyam sprashati jirnam yavanam etisa. अरे यहाँ बुला लो भाई. क्यों भाई शेरा? Everybody is there. Stanley is also there. Stopped. Everybody dying and he stopped long back. कितना अच्छा है. यम यम देखो क्या क्या लोग की तपस्या होती. यम यम कराभ्याम स्पृशति जीर्णम यौवनम एतिसा. मिल गया? हाँ जस्ट मेंशन. तुमको लगा हम अपने मनी से बोल रहे हैं. अबवत शंतून. Therefore I just quoted. कि हम ऐसे नहीं बोल रहे हैं, पढ़े हुए हैं सब. These things I have read hundreds of times, not once or twice, not 10 times, not 100 times, many more than that. Oh, I have to condense therefore. Acha? Oh, I did not know. I think yesterday you just now read. Yam yam karabhyam sprashati जीर्णम यौवनमेति सह. देखो ये संपत्ति होती किसी किसी की. Somebody has some shakti in it. Remember, Bhagwan Ram had one sister. Her name was Shanta. And she was married to Shringi Rishi. From that Shringi had come. You knew what was the greatness of Shringi Rishi? Anywhere famine was there, anywhere he went, it rained. इसकी इतनी इन लोग की इतनी वो होती है. So much they have from the past. And some people are there, wherever they go, they bring joy, they bring prosperity, they bring money, they bring honor. Some are there, anywhere they go, they get problem. All kinds are there. So yam yam sprashati, karabhyam sprashati jirnam yauvanimiti. इनकी ये थी भाई. इसके नाम शंतनोति. शंतनोति. It was spreading peace. इतने बड़े थे. Anyway, we are not going to go on Mahabharat. First chapter of Gita, I give introduction of all this. But in his kingdom, for 12 years, there was no rain, was not there. So he went to the Brahmin. He said, "Why rain is not there in my kingdom? Why there? What mistake I have done? What is my fault that it is not raining here?" They said, "You had an elder brother called Devapi." He said, "Yes." He said, "He didn't marry and you married before him. Without allowing him to marry, without asking him whether should I marry or not, you married first. He went to the forest, it's fine, but at least you should have proposed to take the kingdom, but you didn't propose also. So neither you proposed to have a kingdom, neither you waited for him to marry. So if the younger one marries first, without even asking or without bypassing the elder one, that also is a sin, therefore it is not raining." So they said, "Okay, I'm sorry." Who said? Shantanu, not Shantanu, Shantanu. Shantanu. So Shantanu was the name of Swami Abhedananda. Shantanu Devedi. In his Purvashram. There was no child in the family, so his grandfather was going in Vrindavan. And there's temple of Deviji was there. And there he asked, "If I have a son in my family, then I'll worship." So from that Devi, Shantanu Nam was mentioned. He went to his brother now. Who? Shantanu, in the forest. Brother said, "See, I don't believe in Vedic Dharma only. I don't believe in Grahastha Ashram," because he was misguided by somebody else. So instead of accepting Grahastha Ashram, he started criticizing everything, Vedas and everything. He said, "But I have come to give you both. If you want to have kingdom, you can have kingdom. If you want to marry, you can marry." He said, "No, I don't want to marry. It's all false. Nothing is, you are wrong. Grahastha Ashram is wrong and all these things. Vedas are not right." So he came back. He said, "Sorry. I'm sorry if I have done something wrong." And as he came back, it started raining back. Look at sin, how far it goes to trouble you in some manner. Be very careful in life. But it is said this Devapi still lives in Kalap Gram, and when Kalyug will be ending, then he will come back. Anyway, about Shantanu, your story all you know. His son was Bhishma Pitama, and Bhishma Pitama got married to Gangaji. He got married to Gangaji. Bhishma Pitama didn't get married. You heard Bhishma Pitama got married? It happens. So this Shantanu got married to Gangaji, and Bhishma Pitama was his son. I'm not going to the story portion. You already know the story. And in his plan, and what is his name? And he had two sons. Who? Shantanu, kya naam? Two sons. No, in Shantanu had a son, Bhishma Pitama, but from another he had another two sons, Shantanu. His name was Chitrangad and Vichitravirya. Chitrangad was killed by another Gandharva whose name was Chitrangad. देखो क्या combination है. क्या combination है. And Vichitravirya was there. He was a little Vichitra. And and from him. And Ved Vyas also was born from Satyavati, जिसको कल कह रहे थे, Satyavati, Shantanu, Satyavati and Shantanu. And from that Ved was Vyas, he was avatar, about whom you know. And then Shukdevji, while remembering Ved Vyas, he writes 22nd slok, Ved Gupto Muni Krishna Yato Aham Idamadhyagam Hitva Swashishyan Pailadin Bhagwan Badarayana 22, 22nd chapter, 22nd verse. He said, this, he only taught me Bhagavad. See how he is grateful. My father, Ved Vyas Bhagwan, only taught me Bhagavad, and this is what his glories was there. Now Vichitravir, he had 2 wives, but he got so attached that he developed TB and he died. So then Satyavati called his son called Vyas, and he had, Ambika and Ambalika, Vichitravir, and then Ved Vyas, from his Mansik Srishti, he created these 3 sons, Dhritarashtra, Pandu and Vidur, etc. Dhritarashtra had a wife called Gandhari, all these details you know, and they had a daughter also, Dhritarashtra's daughter, Dushyala. Dushyala was his daughter. Anyway, so this is there. And the whole story he covers. And he said, the Pandavas are there, and this is there, and Yudhishthir's sons was named Prativindya, Bhim's sons was Shrutsen, Arjun's son was Shrutkirti, Nakul's son was Shatanik, Sahadev was Shrutkarma, etc., etc. And therefore, and from that came, what is his name, Abhimanyu, and Abhimanyu's son is you, Parikshit, as you are sitting in front of me. And in front of you, your son are here sitting here, Janmeja, Shrutsen, Bhimsen and Ugrasen, all are great. When you will be bitten by Takshak and when you will die, then Janmeja will continue. He will be very angry. He will do Sarpyag and kill many of the snakes. Janmeja's son is Shatanik, and he continued. Imagine the Sarvagita of Vedyas. And he continues that what will be the next generation. And there was a last king in your family, Raja Kshemak, from that it will be over and he will be in Bihar. And this will go for 1000 years. He gave the whole history. Achha? Now coming to the point. What point is there? Yadu. If you remember, Yadu was also son of Yayati and Devyani. And Yadu, he said here, Varanyami Mahapunyam Sarvapa Paramranam Yadur Vamsham Narashrutva Sarvapai Pramuchyate. 19th slok, 23rd chapter. He said, this thinking of this clan will purify you, and because Bhagwan Krishna himself will be taking birth in this great family. So, Yadu had 4 children, 4 sons, Sahasrajit, Kroshta, Nal and Ripu. Sahasrajit had Shatajit, Shatajit had 3 children, Maha hai, Venu hai, son was Dharma, son was Netra, Netra had Kunti, Kuntika, Sahonji, Sohanjika has Mahishman's son was Bhadrasen had 2 sons, Durmad and Dhanak, 4 sons, Kritvir, Kritakni, Varma and Kritoja. Kritvir had son called Arjun. In this way, this was the same Arjun, Sahasra Arjun. This way God went away. And ultimately in that clan, one king was there. His name was Jyāmagha. Jyāmagha. So Jyāmagha had no child, no son, but he had a wife. Her name was Shaibya. So it is written here, a very interesting point is written. This is the 35th slok of 23rd chapter. He did not marry because he was patni nishtha. He said, I am having fear of Shaivya patir bhayat. Because of the fear of wife, he didn't marry. ऐसे राम जी had एक पत्नी व्रत, so he had एक पति पत्नी, so he had also the I will only have only one wife because of this. So he was nishtha was on his patni. But one day he went for a war and he kidnapped one girl. Her name was Bhojya, and making her sit on the chariot he brought. So when his wife saw Shabya, she shouted, "Vele kapti, where I should sit, where this who's sitting in my place?" So he said, "She is your daughter-in-law." So that wife smiled. He said, "Pagal ho, dimag kharab ho gaya. You have no son, how can the daughter-in-law be there?" बच्चा पैदा नहीं हुआ, तुम डॉटर इन लॉ ले आए, तो आदमी कार्टून हो तुम. He said, "I am already important, I have no child, where daughter-in-law will be there?" So he said, "No, what child you will have, this will you choose that." It is written here, very interesting, 39 shlok, first line. Anvamodanta tad vishve deva pitra evcha. All devatas supported him to have son. Tell me why. Swami Abhedananda used to say, because he had patni nishtha and devatas love commitment. Devatas are fond of that person who has commitment on one. And therefore he was blessed with a son. Because he didn't waver from his point of support, point of love, point of commitment. एक साधे सब सधे, सब साधे सब जाए. If your nishtha is at one place, that nishtha will protect you from all sides. You need not worry about, because your mind will be focused and your attention will be there. And therefore that devta in the patni who were there, they got happy and they blessed him with the son which he never had earlier. देखो ये होता है. So if a person is having a wavering mind, or he doesn't have that much of faith or that much of commitment, so his life will not be secured, because there is nobody who will say that yes, because you have worshipped me with your 100% heart, therefore I will be for you at all time. You have pleased me in all ways at all time, and therefore I will not leave you. This is the glory of commitment. And therefore, and this was, Shabya had conceived, and the name of that child was Vidarbha. And this Vidarbha married with Bhojya. My point is, he must be younger. Anyway. हमें ऐसा लग रहा है, हाँ एज तो नहीं बढ़ा सकते इसकी, ये तो यंग होगा विदर्भ. सो विदर्भ हैड अ वाइफ कॉल्ड, बोलो, भोज्या, स्नुषा सती. ठीक है, ये है. सो व्हाट, whom you hold to, whom you choose in life, give your whole heart. Partial heart doesn't give work here. Then you will be blessed and you will be saved. Otherwise a person, when he will need help, help will not be coming, because nobody will think that you really propitiated me. तुमने हमको बहुत सुख दिया था. You have really propitiated and you had given me, therefore I will be there for you. He says no. Devta will say no, you did not propitiate me for a long time, therefore I will not be for you. देखो यहाँ खुश हो गए सारे देवता. अनु अन्वमोदंत तद विश्वे देवाः पितरा एव च. हमें इतना अच्छा लगा ये this point. Hold on to one altar in life. Don't waver here and there. मर जाओ, hold on to one altar, one goal, one God, wherever your strength is. If you have Guru, hold on to that Guru. I feel that alone helps. Nothing else helps. And if you have Ishwar Buddhi, ध्यान देना हमारी बात का. If you have Ishwar Buddhi in somebody, and you have gone with the pure intention, then from that teacher or from that God, only purity will come from you because you have never sought anything else from that. You can be cheated only from when you wanted something other than truth and then you went to somebody. People are afraid I may not be cheated. When I don't want anything, why will I be cheated? I wanted the truth, I wanted to know the scriptures. I didn't have to, and nobody cheated me. So many saints I went to by God's grace. Nobody, and many saints I didn't know. I didn't have any history that who are you, what is your past, I didn't know. But never any experience I had that I felt somebody said something, did something. I never had any experience like that. ये निष्ठा होती है आपकी. आप छोड़ो मत अपनी निष्ठा को. Remember the story I gave you of that tree and the parrot? One day I told the story of the tree and the parrot. I think in class, in Ramayana class I had mentioned. नहीं बताया था. Just, okay, I will hurry up because some of you are not saying yes. Even she is not saying yes, you were there. But you flew away. So when I like this story a lot because this has molded my mind. This has molded me. In my toughest time, I always saw who was there with me. When I was no one, I had nobody, where I looked, who gave me the support at that time. The story is, in short I am telling, Bhagwan Vishnu, when he gave everything to Bali and he became the guards for Bali, at that time Lakshmi ji got upset. Lakshmi ji left him. He said, I am leaving because you are leaving Vaikunth, I am leaving you also. It's not right. You give everything and you are a beggar, but I cannot be a beggar like you. Lakshmi ji was separated from Lord Narayan. So it so happened, all the Rishi Muni were going with Lakshmi ji towards Tirupati. This comes in some Puran. I'm cutting it short, very short. And there they saw, big jungle was there, full of lush trees. One tree had no leaf, no fruit, and it has a hole inside, and one parrot was there. Ab yaad aa raha hai. So the rishis asked the parrot, Lakshmi ji was there. He said, parrot, tell me, such nice trees are there. See, that has fruits, that has leaves. If it is raining, you will get wet. In the sun, you will get the heat. You are very insecure. And why don't you change your tree? And that time, this parrot said, there was a time this tree was very lush and very nice. It was laden with lot of fruits, lot of birds, lot of leaves. And this tree alone supported me and brought me I grew up in this tree today. When I couldn't fly, this tree gave me the support to fly. Now I can fly, I look good. All the birds flew away from this tree. But I cannot, because in my hardest time, this tree was all the time with me. Therefore, when this tree is not having anything, I will not live now. So all the rishis saw towards Lakshmi ji like that. Lakshmi ji realized and she offered her, apologies and went straight away to Lord Rama and Narayan. And here, the story is not over. Here, all the rishis blessed that tree, that let this tree be again become lush and again get the fruit and again get the leaves, better than all other trees. And you will enjoy this tree for a long time because of your nishtha was there. Your nishtha was there. You held on to them. So from where you got in life when you were no entity, don't forget that. One day you will grow very great, get very big. Don't forget those who have fed you, those who have taken your care in the hardest of the days. That nishtha, don't forget that. ठीक है ना? This is the story. And that makes the God happy. That made the God happy. Anyway, let me move on the story and complete this canto. So Vidarbha, in the family of Vidarbha, Vrishni was one of the king. Vrishni Kul of Vrishni. Vrishni had two sons called Sumitra and Yudhajit, and in that clan there was one great king, and his name was Devamid. Devamid had a son called Shur, and Shur had a wife called Marisha. She was from Japan, I think. But Marisha is here also, name is there. And he had 10 sons. Who? Huh? No. Shur had. Shur's wife was Marisha. Shur and Marisha had 10 sons. In that 10 sons, the eldest was Vasudeva. Therefore I took his name. He was the grandfather of Bhagwan Krishna. Therefore I took his name, so that Bhagwan will be happy. So Vasudeva, Devbhag, Devshrava, Anak, Srinjaya, Shyāmagha, Kang, Shamik, Vats and Brik, they were all the uncles of Bhagwan Krishna. Chacha the. Vasudeva had another name called Anak Dundubi, because as he was born, all around the drums started beating in the heaven. He was called Anak Dundubi. And he had 5 sisters, Kunti, Shrutadeva, Shrutkirti, Shrutshava, Rajadi Devi. But Vasudevaji's father had one son called Kunti Bhoj. He had no child, so he adopted Kunti. But Kunti was a real sister of Bhagwan Krishna. What is it called? Vasudevji. ठीक है? अब now, from that Bhagwan, from Vasudev now, Vasudevji had married Devaki, and from Devaki 8 children came. 7 names are there, 7 children. 8, Kirtiman, Sushen, Bhadrasen, Riju, Sammardan, Bhadra, Sheshavatar, Balramji. These were the name of, and 8 was Bhagwan Krishna only. And this is where I wanted to come today. 24th chapter, 56 slok onwards, the glory of Bhagwan starts here. Yada yadeha dharmasya kshayo vriddhischa papmanah, 56 slok, tada tu Bhagwan isha atmanam srijate harihi nayasya janmano hetuhu karmano va mahipate atmamayam vineshasya parasya drashturatmanah यन्माया चेष्टितं पुंसः स्थितुत्पत्त्यप्ययायैः अनुग्रस्तन्निवृत्तेः आत्मलाभाय चेष्यते. मिल गया? अब भगवान का अवतार होने वाला है. When this is 56 slok. When great people are there who can't perform dharma and adharma rises, then Bhagwan takes a body. And why he takes a body? See, it is written here, Anugraha tanivritte, 58 slok. He says, his anugraha, atma labhaya, For from His grace only one can have the knowledge of the, underline this 58th shlok, second line. Anugraha tan nivrittehe atmalabhaya cheshyate. So for grace, for becoming somebody's son, for running around go, for tending the cows, for getting the hand, eating the butter from the hands of the gopis, from being going in the forest, for washing the feet of Sudama, to praise the great people. And from many kalp, many Mahatmas are doing tapasya, and just praying that let me have sakshat. In avatar time I should come as his brother, his friend. I should become the one who is there with him for 12 years continuously. Something I should become his father, some mother, something I should become one of his wives. All these jivas who wanted to have extreme proximity for longer time, for them Bhagwan said, okay, I will come and give you a lot of joy because of your austerity. And Shukdevji says, just by listening to his glories, sins will be over and all vasanas will go away. This is about Bhagwan Krishna. Yasyananam makar kundala charu karna, 65th shlok. Yasyanan, Anand means face. On his Yasyanan, Anand means his face is looking very beautiful. And he had makra, this kundal means this earrings. Earring and his face. Face is dark, earring is of gold. So there is a nilima and there is a pilima. Yellow color and the blue color, both are clashing. Sometimes yellow says, I am better. So sometimes his face was so beautiful, it was full of light, full of softness, that the yellowness of his earring used to reflect on his cheek. So from a distance, people were seeing two earrings. One real, another is the one whose reflection was there. ये भगवान कृष्ण में लीला आ रही है. Now we are going to the 10th canto. उनके कपोल की ब्यूटी थी. हाँ, and it is written here, क्या बढ़िया लिखा है देखो. भ्राजत कपोल सुभगम सविलास हासम. When he used to smile and laugh, as if the flood of bliss has overcome on his face. Some people, when they laugh, they look very crooked. But here, when Bhagwan Krishna was laughing, so he when Bhagwan Krishna was laughing, Brajat is shining as if whole flood of joy has come. Kapol subhagam savilasa. Bhagwan Krishna used to laugh much more than Bhagwan Ram. His Leela was more Anand Pradhan, and Bhagwan Ram was more Dharma Pradhan. And Shivji hardly smiles also. Very frail smile is there. Nityotsavam. So, it is written here, Nityotsavam na tatrupu drigbhi pibantya. It is written here, from the drigbhi, from the cup of their eyes, all people were drinking his form. See? Pibantya naryo narasya mudita kupita nemascha. It is written here, they used to drink the form of beauty, not see. Seeing is just perceiving. Drinking is seeing with lot of joy and thirst. Seeing is something, drinking is something. Hearing is something, and drinking the words is another thing. So they were drinking the form of Bhagwan Lord. And they were very angry on one person. Tell me whom? Nimi. Nimi is seated here. He said, why it blinks? When I blink, I can't see for a fraction of a second. Kupita nimescha. Naryo narascha muditaha kupita nimescha. 65th shlok. This is the start of the seed of 10th canto. And then he says, He was born in Mathura, but he went to Nand Baba, and this is in short his sub. Parikshit says, wait. Don't rush on this matter. Please go slow. And this is the heart of Bhagavad, called 10th canto. If by God's grace is there, we will be taking it. But after a few days, tomorrow onwards, we will have Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, will continue. I wanted to complete by God's grace 9th canto. It had 24 chapters, and longest chapter is the 10th canto. Pray that we drown and drench in His love forever, so that we have no other matter to bother us. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayan Vasudeva,